Let me ask you guys this: Who would you guys pick for best director from the people who are nominated, and who would you have liked to see win who wasn't nominated?
Again, I haven't seen all of the pictures.
Same here.
So, but Steve McQueen killed it on 12 Years a Slave. He knocked it out of the park. Martin Scorsese was great, as to be expected, on Wolf of Wall Street, and those are the ones that I saw. So I don't really have a choice. I should have done more research.
Well, I know though you're a big fan of The World's End. Like, if you ran the Academy, would you give Edgar Wright Best Director?
I would give Edgar Wright every award. I would have Edgar Wright direct and write every movie ever.
I like that. I think that's a pretty bright vision of the future, honestly.
But I honestly don't know of these five. But I think I would love to see it go to Steve McQueen. Because he did direct the hell out of that movie.
He did. It was really good.
He's a great director. I agree.
I go with Alfonso, only for the fact how much I love Gravity. I mean, and let's face it, that movie wouldn't be anything without him. I mean, I don't even... He waited for a lot of that technology to either catch up, come around, or helped in inventing to do what they needed to do. So that's worth giving someone an award for, whether it's him or just the bevy of other people who helped do it. But I would love to see Steve McQueen win. They've never had a black director ever win.
Have they ever had a Mexican director win?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I know that Lee Daniels. They said that he was the first. He was
nominated.
He was the first. He's the only black man to be nominated for Best Director, and nominated for Best Picture. Which I thought was weird. I mean, I don't know if it's that time, but it would be cool to see that happen.
I agree. Yeah.
But I think the people who got nominated deserved it. I wouldn't pick anyone else outside the nomination and outside the nominees. I
love
Guillermo del Toro, but I'm sorry, Pacific Rim's not there.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know, as much as I love Pacific Rim, which incidentally, I thought it was interesting that Pacific Rim was the only movie that was on all of our top 10 lists.
Was it?
Yeah, we are united in our love of giant robots, apparently, which I'm glad to know. But I haven't seen Nebraska or 12 Years a Slave or American Hustle, but I do really like Alfonso Cuarón. I mean, going back to Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, I think you can see that he has a really beautiful and distinctive visual style. So I'd be happy to see him get anything. Beyond that, I mean, I think there are a lot of directors this year who don't get enough credit in general. I would definitely pick Abdel Latif Kechiche for Blue is the Warmest Color, just because I love. I mean, not to harp on that movie, but I love his style, and I love that he does such long scenes that kind of immerse you in it. Mm-hmm. And I know you guys are going to kill me for saying this, but J.J. Abrams for Star Trek Into Darkness. I love him, and I would. Oh.
Ben, I won't kill you. There's a camera running. It's called evidence. I don't know. I mean, I like J.J. Abrams, but I don't know if he's ever created something I'm like, that's it. That is the piece. That is the movie of the year. I mean, loved Star Trek last year, but I didn't care for Star Trek this year. I don't know if I'm going to care for Star Wars.
I think that even though Star Trek isn't high art in the way that Gravity is, I actually think J.J. Abrams is just as meticulous and thoughtful as Alfonso Cuarón. I mean, you look at the stuff he does, strange canted angles, where he's tilting the camera all over the place, and just these really vivid colors and like the way the bright costumes kind of jump out of the white sets. Like I think there's a. I think he has.
I'm gonna be the 1 millionth person to say this, but he has too much of a fondness for lens flares.
See, I think the lens flares have an importance. Like I think there's a.
Yes,
I mean,
to blind the audience.
There's a symbolism there, like about like it's a hopeful future. It's gleaming, like
It's a hopeful future. It hurts your eyes.
I thought it was, look at this ship, it's shiny.
This ship is like an Apple store in space.
A really great looking Apple store, though.
Man.
Yeah.
He's a terrible secret keeper.
Yeah, but I'll.
Or the secrets he keeps are just terrible.
That too.
But I'll throw that out there. J.J. Abrams, one day his day will come.
Oh yeah. I mean, Spielberg for the longest time. I mean, they would never have given him an award. I mean, what did he do? The Close Encounters, E.T.
Jaws.
Yeah.
So like at the beginning, they're like, oh, that man's never gonna get an award, and now look at him.
And then Schindler's List.
Yeah, and that's all it takes. It takes one movie, and also takes a personal decision to go, oh, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna change something, which I think every actor or director comes around to doing, like Matthew McConaughey, and it pays off.